right, everybody, RTV Joe here. Going to show you guys a secret weapon for completing your day one versus. Something that I've punted for a long time and I'm changing now. Now your points won't be exactly like mine. It depends on how much you've done on increasing your ability to get those points higher. If you go and look at, and I showed you guys this last week, but on the Alliance Duel, as you increase these things up, this one right here increases everything. That'll be something I'll be working on again this week to finish it up, and then the gather points and everything. There's radar tasks, there's speed ups, there's recruitment, there's premium rewards, there's the duel expert. This is building, this is training, enemy kills, research. That's just opening the next box. That's going to be intercity trade, secret mobile squad, survivor recruitment, and the final one, the only one that's affecting the gather points, is going to be this one here. So if we go and look at that now, mine are at 46 right now. And what you've got to do is just go in and do the math based on your, I would say your max is what you need to look for. But let's just look at, first of all, 504 is the maximum available. And this is going to be the same for both food and iron. So you've got to do the 504. And after you do the 504, you're going to go and look at how many it takes. So for food and iron, it's both 100. So you divide that 504,000 by 100. That's going to leave 5,400 left over. Then you multiply it times how many points per 100 you get, so times 46. So that gathering is going to get you, and you should start this preferably on Sunday night would be the preference, so that you can open it up. The preference would even be like if you're looking at it and you're going, let me try to see if I can find one real quickly for one of my players. I'm trying to find one that's completely full. Let's see here. There we go. So if I went and I was taking them, see it shows 7 hours, 46 minutes. Sundays are our slow day, as you guys know. So it would really be preferable to do that about 7 hours before reset. So you've only got about 46 minutes into the next day for it to do. And then obviously based on what time you're going to bed and everything, you may want to just, do it based on that as well. But so 7 hours, 46 minutes worth of gather. If you can do it immediately as soon as you wake up, that's not a bad option either. Because you can just, of course, use that for the versus day, when reset happens on it. So at any time at reset is great, though. That's what you want to do. As soon as the reset's happening, 7.5 hours before 7 hours before reset's preferable. But that's going to give you 231,840 points. Okay. So you should be able to do this 2 to 3 times. And if you've got all 4 squads, let's just go ahead and multiply that. So that's going to give you 927,360. Let's just assume we're able to complete that twice. Well, then for your versus points day, you're going to be able to get 1.85 million points. Now let's go and look at, just for my alliance who's been contributing already so far this day. Look at all these folks. We've got a lot of contributors in ours, but so 89 people are contributing. If you had all like 70 of those 89 contributing to that, your versus points for the day are going to be 129 million. Let's go and look and see what we're at right now. Added to it. So 129 million added to it. So we haven't done a very good job of that today, will be my guess. If you add that, and we'll lose today most likely. If you add that to this 618, 634, 189, that will put us where we would be neck and neck right now. The other thing on this day, of course, you can't really control radars unless you buy them. I always say don't buy radars unless you absolutely need to. Stamina is a great one. If you've got enough stamina, let's go ahead and look at that real quickly. So 345 is what I get per stamina used. A rally is 20 stamina. So you're going to get 6,900 points for each rally you start on a Doom Elite. So let's say that you do, 100 of them throughout the day. That's going to be 690,000. But mind you, how much is that's going to be 100 stamina. So for every 100 stamina you're using, you get 690,000. So that's actually the absolute best way. But gathering is great, especially if you're busy during the day, like I've been today, where you can't go and use a lot of stamina. But towards the end of the day, we win versus all the time, and we may win today doing the same thing because you've got that stamina boost you can get. Very easy for every 100 stamina you're using. Let me redo my math and make sure I'm right. I'm going to double check it real quickly. But so for me, it's 345 times 100 stamina is going to be 34,500. So for every 100 stamina, it's 34,500. If you then run, that other was running 100 rallies. That's where I messed my math up on it. So because each rally is 20. So if you ran 100 rallies at the end of the day, 690,000. Again, you multiply that times how many very active people you've got in your alliance. So for us, we've got, 89 that contribute on a regular basis, but 690,000 times. Let's just do that times 70. That's 48 million added to it by the end of the day. So that's a nice little way you can just go and click in at the end of the day. As you guys know, I always tell you to try to base these things around your arms race times 2 so you can complete those arms races. You want to get that maxed out on those boxes each and every single time. So when it's stamina time, if you're available and online, that stamina plus the drone gear, that's the same thing, at the same time. You'd want to go ahead and use that at that time. But just a little secret weapon there for your teams. Let's just say that most of you have 30 active members. Well, you can add, and say you can, because you have the ability to do this, say that you've got 4 troops each. And if you don't, people need to get the monthly pass. The monthly pass is just so important. If you don't buy anything else, if you're a free to play, buy the monthly pass. It's well worth it to get that 4th squad for sure. But let's go ahead and look at it. So you don't have to buy anything else on the game. But, the monthly pass is imperative in my opinion. All right, so again, if we're going back and looking at the numbers just one more time for the breakdown, if you've got, with 70 active players, we came, each player at 1.854720. If you have all 4 squads doing it. All right, I want to do it. That was times 2, so I'm going to divide that by 2. You can actually complete this if you start on Sunday. You can complete this 3 times easily throughout the day and gather. That 3rd time throughout the day is going to end up giving you 2.782 million towards your boxes. So let's go ahead and multiply that times, let's just say 30 team members do it. 83 million added, 83,462,400 to be exact. But great way to just be able to complete those radar tasks, getting those gathers. Gathers is going to help you. The math is going to be about the same on each one. I'll show you guys real quickly what we'll go to a gold for a second just so you can see. Because gold does give you more. Let me just go find what a max out of gold is real quickly. Let me zoom out. All right, gold level 10. There we go. Typically level 10s are going to be in the mud. So 302,400 is what the number is there. So if we go 302, let me go here on my calculator on my computer. 302,400. All right, so for gold, you get a point for every 60 coins gathered. So we're going to divide that by 60 instead of 100. Then multiply that times what mine is, which is 46 points. So it would be 231,840, which is exactly the same number for the others. So each one of them is going to be the same. You're going to get the same amount per, it looks like. I'm going to have a double check. Hold on. I'm looking at where I did this earlier. Let's see here. Yeah. 5,040 times 46. Okay, that's where I did that one. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to double check my math, guys. I just want to make sure I'm right on it. Because, if coins end up gathering more, then I'll tell you guys to gather coins, because coins is the thing you need the most. But, all right, so 504, let's do this math one more time. 504,002 divided by, all right, so that's going to be divided by 100 multiplied times 46. Yeah, it's the same for each one. So the level 10s for gathering, doesn't matter which ones you're gathering on level 10. At the end of that cycle, you're going to have 231,840. So that's a great number to know that you've got. It's going to give you guys, and once again, we'll multiply that times 4. So for all 4 of your groups, 927,000 over that, but 927,000 plus. Then you're going to multiply that again times 3 times, as you could do that 3 times throughout the day. 2.782. That's a nice 2.782 that you're probably not getting, or you're not getting very much of each week. Great way to be able to contribute more to your team. Great way to make sure, and I tell you guys this all the time, you got to unlock all these boxes. Look at what you're missing out on by not getting to the 7.2. That's how you guarantee you're getting to the 7.2. It's something you'll start to see me do every week now, because I'm also, if you look at the, I'm going to go to this ranking rewards here. What a great way to give yourself a shot at being in this top 3 every single day. I mean, in gold tier, you guys can see that's going to give you, and these are so hard to get. You will start to see that. But the drone component chest, massive, and it's the same at silver. It looks like, and the same at diamond. So all 3 of them are going to give you the exact same on those boxes. And then of course the ores. There's another thing I talk about. Very difficult to get. If you're having trouble with radar training, make sure you're digging every single day. Every single Sunday, and then you're digging throughout the day. Kind of can give yourself a little bit of a break from the game, honestly, too. You can just go, okay, this is my gather day. I'm just going to gather and then set an alarm for when the gather ends. And if you do all 4 at the same time, which you guys can see, I didn't do that here. But if you do all 4 at the same time, you can gather, throughout the day, and then set an alarm, and then just boom, boom, boom. When they're done, just do it again. That is it for today. This is RTV Joe. I'm going to be signing out. Thank you guys so much for locking on, for watching, for subscribing. Please do share this with other folks. We're getting so close to 1,000, so please do help me get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible. Would love to have that by the end of the week, but if not by the end of the week, definitely by the end of the month. I hope these videos are helpful, and please do continue to ask questions inside of the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. All right, you guys have a wonderful day.